Hey everyone, today we are starting topic 10, which lesson 1 discusses how we can look at fractions using the same denominator. So you should have a basic understanding of fractions, knowing what the top number is used for, or what the purpose of the top number is, as well as the bottom number. Knowing that the bottom number is of course called the denominator, and then the top number is called the numerator, and that bottom number tells us how many equal parts a whole unit is divided into, and the top number tells us how many parts we are counting, or how many parts were taken away, or how many parts were shaded in. And so when we're looking at these fractions, we're going to be looking at how to tell which one is a larger fraction than the other fraction. So we have two fractions here that you see in the picture. We have 3/8 and we have 7/8. And so you may be able to automatically see which one is larger. And so let's just kind of first of all talk about how to go through the steps to be able to determine which one is larger. So let's look at this one first. Let's look at the top here. Let's look at 7/8. And so 7/8 of course has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts shaded. There's a total of 8 pieces in this whole unit. So 7 out of 8 pieces are shaded. Now looking down here at the bottom, we have 3/8. And so okay, 1, 2, 3, there's only 3 parts shaded in. There's a total of 8 pieces. So it's easy to see which one is larger. So let's review greater than, less than, and equal to marks. I'm going to mark over my face here. And so when we're looking at greater than, so if I'm doing 3/8 and then I have 7/8, greater than of course opens up towards, or less, let's look at less than. Let's say if we're looking from left to right, let's say we're reading this way. So left to right, so if I would say 3/8 is what to 7/8? Well, it's less than 7/8. So 3/8 is less than 7/8. So if I would have 7/8 up here, and I had 3/8 over here, of course I'm reading it left to right, 7/8 is greater than 3/8. And if you look at the little Pac-Man, what I used to call it, it always opens up towards the bigger number, in this case the bigger fraction. And so when we're looking at fractions, we're looking at fractions that have the same denominator. In this case, both of them have an 8. And so we look at now the numerator. The numerator, that is the larger one, is going to tell us which one is the larger fraction. And looking at this model, it's easy to see that 7/8 is larger than 3/8.